Remember these? That's right, it's a video. It's also the first video that I ever owned. Biggles, one of the greatest films of all time. I went to see this at the cinema with my dad in 1984, and it was a magical experience. Far more magical than seeing, say, Return of the Jedi at the same flea pit in Slough. My dad smoked his cigars throughout, and what made Biggles so special was the fact that it was the ultimate fantasy film for boys. But more importantly, it was British, and I felt that I could be Biggles one day. Why hasn't this true modern classic been re-released in a deluxe DVD box set? We start the campaign, Justice for Biggles, here on The Movie Show. And I'm not the only one. If you go onto internet movie sites, you'll find many fans reminiscing about seeing it for the first time. I went onto imdb.com and found a guy who'd seen it in Chelmsford in 1986, and his most vivid memory was the fact that when the line, "What did they train you in?" cooking was delivered, a woman behind him couldn't stop laughing for the entire rest of the film.
Get us out of here before they start realising you're not a god, you're just an American.
One of the most memorable things about Biggles was indeed the brilliant dialogue. Screenwriters Kent Walwyn and John Groves crafted a truly unique piece of British cinema.
Tell her not to move, or you'll be the first to sprout wings.
It was very of its time, while also staying true to the original 98 books of the 1930s. Neil Dixon was excellent, and Peter Cushing delivers one of the most beautifully understated performances of his entire career. It is, in short, a masterpiece, and I implore you to hunt it down if you haven't done so already. I would not be sat here today talking to you about film were it not for this movie, Biggles. While researching The Movie Show, we've uncovered many treasures, but none quite so spectacular as a series of films that could be described as the greatest find in Hollywood history, unearthed in this very room. Ed Nutmeister was a renowned journalist for RKO Pictures, and during his long and illustrious career conducted numerous interviews with many Hollywood greats that were never broadcast, and have remained in storage ever since. Rumour had been circulating that Rosebud, the most prominent word in Orson Welles' epic Citizen Kane, was in fact a sly reference to the media mogul William Randolph Hearst's mistress's vagina. Today, we bring you the first of these lost interviews, a revealing insight into the mind of Orson Welles.
Rosebud, Rosebud, Rosebud.
Wow, golly gosh. Gee, Mr. Welles, it really is super kind of you to reenact that scene from Citizen Kane here for us. But I've got to ask, you know, the word on the street is that Rosebud, not really a sled. Can you elaborate?
There's some truth to that, Ed. Rosebud wasn't a sled at all.
What was it? What was it, Mr. Welles?
Well, you could say Rosebud was something close to Mr. Hearst's heart.
What? The media magnate? William Randolph Hearst? Well, what was it? What was Rosebud?
Well, between you and me and the good viewers of RKO, Rosebud was a punani.
A punani? Like an Italian sandwich?
No, not like a sandwich boy, no.
Please elaborate further. I need to know, what was Rosebud?
It's a bush.
Ah, a bush! Like a burning bush.
No, unless she's had cystitis, it's not a burning bush.
She's
no.
got cystitis.
No, it's a gush.
A cat? Oh, like a cat, Mr. Welles. Like a cat.
Not a fucking cat, no.
I don't seem to be grasping this, Mr. Welles.
No, you're not. No, let me go back. Front bottom. You know front bottom?
Like the top to the bottom?
No, damn you.
Yeah.
Did someone unscrew your head and take a big shit in there? Because I'm trying to figure out where the fuck you're coming from. Flange. You like flange?
Oh, like a pie, like a piece of pie.
No.
I've got to say, Mr. Welles, I'm slightly confused here.
No, you don't have to say no, boy. I figured it out. You're very confused.
Well,
Pony, you know. Feed the pony, smack the pony.
Like a horse, like a sugar cube.
Oh, I'll fucking hit you in a minute, boy.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna.
Gee, I'm sorry, Mr. Welles.
Have you ever seen your grandmother naked?
Oh, come to mention Mr. Welles. Yes, I did.
Did you ever see her Salmon Canyon by any chance?
Is that something they serve at that wonderful restaurant downtown in Los Angeles, is it, Mr. Welles? The salmon? No? I'm so sorry.
You ever have a parcel you want to give? You want a big meat parcel? You want to put through someone's hairy letterbox? You never have one of them?
Oh, like those new letterboxes that the mail doesn't get stuck in. No, Mr. Wells.
Piss flaps. You know piss flaps? You can understand that?
Oh,
God
genius.
damn it, mister.
Elaborate further, Mr. Wells.
Are you being smart with me?
No.
Are you religious at all, boy? Do you believe in the good book?
I have read the Bible on occasion.
Well, follow me here.
Is that
the
what
book of Genesis, boy. God took Adam, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to take a rib out of you, Adam. I'm going to stick some mud around it, and I'm going to make a woman. And in that woman, there's some mud flap.
Ah, the mud flaps!
Yeah.
On a car!
Oh, my God, boy. Now you're pissing me off now. You're pissing Mr. Wells off. And when you piss Mr. Wells off, you piss Mr. Wells off.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wells. Golly gosh,
I never had this problem with Jordan Hester. Maybe a toothless gibbon. You know? Toothless gibbon?
Toothless gibbon, like a freak in the jungle.
I'm not a fucking freak in the jungle. I'm talking about a fucking What are these fucking
You mean gammon flaps? He meant gammon flaps. Rosebud is gammon flaps. Why didn't he just say so from the beginning? Mr. Wells, gee golly gosh, it was gammon flaps all along. Rosebud is gammon flaps.
What are gammon flaps, boy?
Now, most film review shows just bang on about what other people are doing in the industry, but here at the Movie Show, we thought we'd do something different and include you, the audience, as part of our show. So, in a special segment entitled Make Me a Movie Star, we're asking you to send in the best and worst of what you've got to offer. So, break out your mobile phones and camcorders and film a 30-second audition and email it in to the address on the screen now, and you could find yourself in a movie. And that's the show. Next month, we'll have a Simon Pegg special to celebrate the release of Star Trek, which we'll be reviewing alongside Angels and Demons, Night at the Museum 2, and Away Days. There'll also be lots more exclusive footage and rare interviews. But until then, enjoy yourselves.